on this one, I've been here twice. Okay.
How many stars?
One.
All right, I'm already on the guest side.
One. I've been here twice. The first time was when it had opened, and the second time was 3 weeks ago. This was about a year ago. But they went 3 weeks ago, a year ago now. The difference between both times is staggering in terms of food and service. I ordered a glass of Merlot from the wine by the glass section of the menu and ordered a porterhouse for 2 medium rare. What I immediately noticed that I never experienced anywhere else is that instead of the waiter pouring my glass at the table as the normal, he instead took my glass and walked out of the room with it. Sounds like he's roofing you. After a few minutes, he came back with my glass of wine, halfway filled, with the wine in it that I ordered, presumably. However, after taking a few sips of it, my eyes started to feel very heavy, and I felt very buzzed and hot, which is ridiculous to happen from only a few sips of wine. Maybe if I drank an entire bottle, but not from a few sips, which made me conclude that the wine they poured is probably much, much cheaper wine than the one listed on the menu. And the reason they don't pour the wine at your table instead of pouring it in another room is so that you don't see the bottle and realize how that's not the wine that you just ordered.
They cut it with Everclear. I believe that. I believe that.
That's how it works. That's how it works. Are they hiding something? Why don't they pour it at the table? These are questions that the guest asks. Now, on to the meat of the matter. A pun intended. I ordered the porterhouse medium rare for 2. What I actually got was cooked rare. And not only that, parts of the meat were actually almost freezer cold. Fresh, not frozen. I told the server to send it back and cook it a little more. And instead, he brought it back to me. It was cooked well done. So, it went from one end of the spectrum to the other. I ended up eating 3 small pieces, took the rest home, and just threw it all in the garbage. What a disappointment. When you're paying $100 a person, you deserve more. To me, this meal wasn't worth $10. And that's because of that. I won't be back for seconds. Well, it'd be thirds because you went twice.
Yeah, you did go twice, dude.
You did. Tony?
What?
Says hello, Tony. Tony ended up getting himself some feedback. We pride ourselves.
I thought we weren't saying the names.
Like they know who Tony is. His name could be Bill, it could be Burke, it could be Randy. We can make them up all day.
Do you want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers at bigfellows.com.
If you just watch us, it'll help.
Yeah, I mean, just fucking watch, dick.
You come on here every week and tell us this.
Spam every week.
Point,
just watch the fucking show.
Just watch the show.
Nobody needs your goddamn shit.
We heard about you, cheaters.
Yeah, we did hear about you.
If we want to do that, we're just buying right through Twitch, jackass.
Yeah, dummy.
Come on. We know we get more bang for our buck. Idiots.
So they responded?
We pride ourselves on top-notch service and high-quality foods from the freezer. Didn't say that, but you got to add that in. High-quality foods, and since we did not meet your expectations, we're incredibly disappointed to hear that you had a 1-star experience, and we would like to. Hear more about this. of your time with us. Would you please respond by referencing your review details, including name, date, time, so we can look further into this at thisplace.com. Thank you very much, and we look forward to hearing from you. Do you think this person's going to take their time to...
I don't think so. I think that's a lot more work. They already wrote the review.
They did.
Honestly, they probably did get roofied. They probably did get shit wine. Right? If you order something medium rare and it's fucking rare, it should take like no time to temp it up to medium rare.
It shouldn't take much
All right,
time.
It shouldn't come back fucking
Unless
well
it was
done.
really frozen and they had to cook it
I'll
for
never
3 more minutes.
I'll usually never take the side of $100 steak place. All right?
That shouldn't be fucked up.
It shouldn't come out fucked up the first time.
It shouldn't come up.
For $100 fucking bucks, you better have fucking people back there to know it.
That's right. This place in Manhattan as well.
And did they order a bottle of wine or was it just a glass?
Just a glass.
Okay, so wait a minute. No, fuck that. So the wine thing, I don't give two shits about. Okay, here's the thing: if you ordered a bottle of wine and then you took it off the table and took it to another room, that's sketchy. But the fact that like we have our bartenders pour the wine.
I mean, the glasses
They
are poured
fucking pour
normally
the
at
wine.
bar.
Yeah. So I don't agree with that. Your steak, this review is too long.
I wonder if
And because of that, I don't care. The review's too long.
He
It's
doesn't
too
care
fucking
'cause it's
long.
too long.
50-50. I would have given it to you because they roofied you, but now I'm not. Okay?
You were
The
drugged.
response, fuck you on the response to
You were
from the
drugged.
restaurant. Okay? So you get a 50-50 because I fucking will not agree with the restaurant, and that review was ridiculous. You know how I feel about long reviews. All right?
That's his only
fucking
factor
dumb.
is it's a long review.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. All right? It's a fucking one giant fucking paragraph.
There's
that
periods
has
in commerce.
Minimal information. Yeah, it sounded like you had a million periods in commas. Like minimal information. Okay? Minimal. Okay?
It started with the wine.
The roofie, that's on the restaurant. Everything else, that's on you.
No. The roofie is on more. The roofie and the steak. I mean, the steak's fucked up. All right. The steak, he said, still tasted frozen.
Yeah.
That's not good at that price.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
All right, two things. All right, but your review.
He
you
just
lost
doesn't like the
50%.
long review because
No, the review
his
is dumb.
attention span is
It's
only
dumb.
so long.
I had to listen to that whole shit. I heard everything on there.
Okay.
That review is dumb.
This
Okay,
is at
I agree.
Royal
It's
35.
$100. They roofied my wine.
steakhouse.
The steak came out like shit. The service, they didn't say anything about the service.
No.
They said there was an issue with the food and the service.
They
They didn't say one fucking thing about the service. So fuck you. You're
I
a
think
liar.
the only
It was
issue-
just the booze and the fucking
I
steak.
think the only issue with the service is that he didn't know what wine he received.
Well, I mean, like, dude, like,
You should have got what you ordered.
yeah, you should have got what you ordered.
Now, the bigger question is...
If you get drunk off 3 sips, then that's a you issue.
That's a you issue.
All right?
I mean, I would think that... Okay, I know, like, cheaper wine... I would think that more expensive wine would probably get you feeling buzzed faster. Right or wrong here?
I mean, a roofie will get you all fucked up, too.
All fucked up in general, but when I've drank cheap wine, I'm like, oh, cheap wine. Da, da, da. And I don't necessarily feel it, like, but when I've had good wine, I'm like, oh. And I take a sip and I'm like, oh, huh. I kind of feel that right there. That had a little bit of a feeling. So I would think that more expensive wine would get you where you would want to be faster. But I mean, I get, a lot of cheaper shit gets you feeling better, but
I don't care.
you just don't care because it was long.
Yeah, it was really fucking long.
And
Wild Irish Rose fucks you like nothing else. That's true.
no,
That's true.
No.
And that's dirt cheap. Well, I mean, that's the best bang for your buck. And economically speaking, folks, if you want to get drunk cheap, my man Ahab, Wild Irish Road.
Leading you down the right path.
He's leading you down the right path.
That's right. What about the wine thing though? Like, cheaper wine gets you fucked up faster than the more expensive, or what do you think there?
I think it's the same. Honestly, when we look at like alcohol percentages in the wine,
Yep.
like maybe you just feel you're getting drunker because it's obviously a good wine.
Okay.
It has way more flavor, something that you're looking for.
Yep.
And in that aspect, it's like
also
a placebo.
aged longer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between, I think, what they're saying. Not even the age, because you can have a good 2018, right? And it can be better than 2015.
Yeah, it would have a worse effect. But
Yeah.
You'll feel it tomorrow. With this going on the way that it is, I mean, me personally, I think you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, it better be 50-50 or you're wrong.
It's not. I mean, I could care less about the whole the wine thing in a sense of which one they got poured and where it got poured. That stuff is what it is there. But when you send your food back to be fixed, your food should come out fixed. And if it's not fixed, I mean, something else should be done. There should be more accommodation to make you feel as a whole for what's going on for your night. So, as the restaurant said, we take pride in what we do.
I don't think that you do.
We know they don't. We know they don't.
I don't think you do.
They don't care. And when you pay $100 per person, it is definitely one of those things where if the restaurant fucks up, they should take accountability for their fuck-ups and get it fixed. So I'm going with the guest. Absolutely. And I probably would have been 50-50, but the response given by the restaurant was one of those where you would say to yourself, this shit sounds automated. Please reference the same shit you just told us in the review by placing it at this website.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but
sounds automated. And this gentleman here, Dadd1sempa1, would have went a full 100% on the guest if it wasn't so goddamn long.
It's fucking long, dude.
That's
like,
the
nobody
only
needs,
thing that made his
like
factor
that it
switch.
did. It kills it. Like, I don't need to know step by step what the fuck happened.
And yes, you do.
Shit fucking wine.
We're detectives detecting the issues.
And during all of that, that's all it's like. It's like when somebody's guilty, they tell you everything, they say everything, but they tell you nothing. That's what's going on in that review. They say everything, but tell you nothing. There's two things on there. They fucked up the steak.
Fucked it up.
Okay? That's on them. Okay?
That's
they roofied your wine, all right, which they probably didn't. A moron.
Just felt better.
It just felt better to you. So I feel like that wine thing may not be true.
Was you drinking before you went there?
Yeah. That's another thing, too. We don't know. I mean, you gave us your whole fucking life story at the restaurant. Why don't you give us a little snippet of what you did before?
Just a little bit.
All right, so I'm not going to diss the restaurant on everything. Just on the steak.
Just on the steak.
Just on the steak. Because out of that huge thing, there were two issues. At first, I thought maybe, then I started thinking about it more and more and more.
Because you made them think.
Because it was the only two things I could think about in that 3-hour fucking review. And guess what? The steak is them. They're bad. The wine, that's you. 50-50.
You made them think.
Yeah. It never goes well for you.
Never.